What is going on, guys? It's your boy here again, Dean, and I am very excited because today we have a case of the coolest Weiss Schwarz set ever printed. I don't care that it's in rose. We have Interspecies reviewers, and we are going to be doing a full case opening. I've already opened a case right before this, so I kind of know what to expect. We did not hit a serialized crim, but I'll show you guys real quick what we have hit, and that way we can know before we begin the full case opening kind of what we're getting into. So we managed to hit one SSP. Put those over there. We hit a total of 4 SPs, but it's like 3 in the case, and then there's going to be a bonus pack, like promo. So we did hit duplicates of the Harpy Girl, and then we have the Elf Girl and the Cat Girl. So hopefully we can hit the serialized crim. The Trump tariffs did make this quite expensive, so we're hoping that we can hit something big on this. Madery SSP is the biggest hit. Crim, of course, is good. And I think the other two are Stunk and Zell. Don't want either of those, really. But, yeah, we're going to be watching, and hopefully we can hit something good. I would also like to pull a, is it Tialp? The Salamander Girl. I want to pull the Salamander Girl as well, if we can. Let's see if we can get this open. And yeah, it's got 20 boxes. And with every case, you also get this pack, this promo pack, guaranteed 1 SP, I believe. 1 of 8 cards. I don't know if those are the 8 SPs in the set. Can we pull the Salamander Girl? The Harpy is actually the biggest one, and so is the oh, the fairy. No, the fairy girl? The one with the pipe. She wasn't my favorite. I don't know. She won all the popularity contests, but she's not my favorite. But, wow. I didn't see anything. We're going to try to get this. Oh my god. It's okay. This is for personal collection, not for selling. These cards aren't worth much anyway, so let's begin. Whoosha! Starting off, we got the Cat Girl. Nyanya, of course, Nyanya. So starting off with an SP Nyanya, and then, yeah, let's get into these boxes. We got quite a few of them. It's going to be a long one. Strap in. I'll be perfect fitting and sleeving the SPs, and then everything else will just kind of go into piles. It'll be fine. That bad boy sleeved up. And the hard part about this is going to be finishing the max playset. It seems UUT does not have a lot of stock for me to go diving. Oh, right. I was doing this because it was easier. Feels kind of godless. Okay. Well, we got 2 and 2 and 1. Yeah, the stock is not there. The cards are not expensive. Maybe Mercari has them? I don't actually believe UUT. If they're sold out and they're cheap, I don't think they're cheap. Oh yeah, I guess we should show off the box real quick because it is, you know, it's just the cover art for the show, and then really not a whole lot to say about it. Not the most interesting box. Probably not going to keep one. And yeah, maybe let's see if I should probably zoom in the camera here, right? It's pretty zoomed out. We're gonna go in pretty close to there. That way, I can. Okay, so just this middle area. I don't have a good way to monitor the camera while doing this, so have to bear with me. I'll just remember it's like right here. Yep, we have yeah, the Cyclops Girl. I think this is the cigarettes event. This is 2-0 Slime Girl. Not sure about her. This is it's the Mage. We got the Harpy. We got a Zell Rare. And I think these were the Light Fairies. I think all the Light Fairies have like hexproof. Or is this the one? Oh, this is the one where the cards in front get hexproof, right? I don't know. I know that one of the fairy cards is like kind of broken. Okay, I had a way I was sorting these. So I'm gonna do that right quick. Okay, it's on the camera. Okay, we have, yeah, this is the Succubus girl again, I believe. Who are these? These are the adventurers that like to role play. I don't actually know what all the cards do. I have to memorize the set after. Been out of the Weiss game for a while, but man, they found a way to get me back in, you know? We have the Fairy, and we have the Harpy Girl. Same one we have the SPs of. What was this one? It was a Climax combo. I think this one's like an early play healer. Damage, cancel, 3 or more characters, card to stock. And it heals. And it's 4 or more early play. Yeah, that's pretty good. Almost decent. This one was the most expensive of the SPs, though. A little too hard for me to read quickly on camera. You gave me like an extra 2 minutes. I bet I could figure it out. I am not the fastest at reading Japanese. I know that was one of the cosplaying adventures. Death Abyss. Anyone read the reviewer's manga? I think I'm caught up. Oh, no, wait. Not caught up. I think the last one I read was like volume 8 or 9 or something. I should get back to that. We got the Zell Climax. I believe that's for the level 1 combo. I think the Zell level 1 combo, there's 4 of the SSP in stock on Yute. As of the time of recording, so there's going to be 0 when you guys watch this video, because I am going to go snag those after this. Got the Crim, Zell level 2. This thing's a double rare. What is it? Or it's a rare. What does it do? Oh, you can like, I think you can like sack it to give a card 2K or something. And we got the Harpy Girl. So in this set, like all of the Rose sets, they're 1 foil per pack, and then I think you get like 1 OFR or better per box. And you can, I don't know, feels kind of shit maxing this, but yeah, they use the same art on everything. You can get the OFR the same as the normal. I wish they did a little bit more with that. I think this set's kind of, you know, it's a show I love, but I wish they did a little bit more with the art there. Maybe some of the foils could be a little bit better. Honestly, the cards for being a Rose set, I think, is also... There's a couple, but have you guys seen Divine Cross? Dude, Divine Cross was insane. Even gushing for, like, this game was, like, insane. But, like, I don't know. We have Majory. Like, is this that much worse than Two Love Root? There's a couple cards. But, like, are these that much worse than Nikkei? I'm pretty sure, like Nikkei and, like, BA I've seen, like, worse from. I mean, are these, like... Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we have a good system. I think we have a good system for like letting people see the cards. The Crim, I know this thing's like a hexproof assist, right? This thing's like a really good assist, but there's no standby in Rose. That's the other interesting thing about Rose is it's about 20. It can tango with new non-standby decks. It's not like absurdly high power level, but like Gushing is like a decent grind deck. I know because I've played a bit of Rose into like real stuff. But you do feel like because like all of your climax combos are tied to like on reverse. Like this is on reverse, like salvage. I think this is salvage. So like everything you do is like a little bit more like resource and like interaction like gated. It's not like the biggest deal breaker. Oh, this was a rare, right? It's a common. It's not the biggest deal breaker, but I mean, you can run out of hand, but like modern decks, like between like Ricky's and Brainstorms and just the average compression, like I think you're like kind of fine. I never felt like I needed, I never felt like I was hurting because my combo was on reverse, as long as I wasn't in standby. But like, you can't use cards like this, like right, and then you honestly can't like fight for the board. Because most modern decks are meant to be able to like fight a standby deck. If you're just like a 1k1 deck going into a 1k1 deck, then you're fine. But when you're playing something like this, and if you ever try to play for board with Rose cards, it's like the only sad thing about gushing is like you can summon like this 11k like hexproof thing, but it just dies. But other than that, I think the power level is like pretty decent on Rose. It's like serviceable. And then here we go. We got the foil hexproof assist. Let me see. Oh yeah. You guys should be seeing all this. Oh my god! I hope I can open these packs. Yeah. I know that like what was the other things they had? My Tetsu got announced for this. I know in the West that's a pretty divisive show, but yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys, if you guys have like a favorite Rose set, or you guys are excited. Like, you guys excited for reviewers? Like, were you excited for gushing? Do you guys buy Rose at all? Just checking it out because you know, you like Weiss. Or... I think it's interesting. I hear that a lot of people are disappointed because Rose cards don't hold the same value, which I guess makes sense. It's like a different game, and you don't really have the you don't have the same like playability as Weiss. It's a lot better than Blau. If you ever tried to buy Blau cards, there's like not even a spot to find them. They're all impossible to get. We have the old lady, Young and Zelzides, but yeah, you can't find Blau cards. I wanted to buy Hello Kitty. I wanted to buy Chikawa. Just couldn't. You got the Penguin Girl. That's a funny one. The Cyclops, Death Abyss again. This Climax. This Climax is a little raunchy. It's a little raunchy on the Climax, but... What? What? SP. This is a good one. We got the SP of the Fairy. This is the stock healer. It's a pretty good looking card. So I think it's a stock healer, right? Hand, clock. It heals one, and then if they cancel, you get an additional stock. So, like... Definitely nice to see a hit early. Keep the momentum going. You don't want to see them all too early, but you want to see like one. You want to see one. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's the most expensive non-SSP, clocking in at $40. Very low. Okay, with Trump, it's actually $50, if you didn't know about those tariffs. We got the Crim, and then we got the Death Abyss level 0. What does this thing do? It has like a pay 1 bond and pay 2 on death salvage. Is that right? Yeah, pay 2 on death salvage. That might be fun. I don't know what it bonds to. Delma. This card? This card. It bonds to this. It bonds to your finisher. Okay, it's a restander. It probably is not your finisher. You're probably not playing Delma as the finisher. I guess that makes sense. Lore-wise. I guess another question for the beginning of the video. Who is the best girl in reviewers? And what? There's like 5 answers I'll accept. There's like 5 answers I'll accept. Oh my god. Gotta get these piles up here a little bit better. There we go. I have a sorting method for myself. There we go. We got Crim on the backup. Just a 2K counter, right? Yep, just a 2K counter. Nothing fancy. You know, at least like with Rose, they're like willing to print like somewhat okay finishers. The Matery Brainstorm is actually kind of insane in this. It's a Brainstorm that if you have an additional copy of it in your hand, you can ditch it to look at 5 once per turn. And so like they got like hard once per turns like printed on the cards. And that was one that I I got quite excited about. I was like, oh, we got some modern utility. Because the problem with Gushing was like, Gushing's pretty cool, but you're playing 4 camera/torches, whatever the youngins say nowadays. But you're playing 4 of those bad boys because there's not really another option for mill. But in this set, we have mill tied into our brainstorm. What does this thing do? That has a lot of text. This is another on reverse combo. This is probably your combo of choice though. It's between that and the Zell. And we have the Harpy Girl. What does Harpy do? Ditch a Climax. Is that salvage? Encore phase. Oh my. There's something about Encore phase with this. I don't know. Can't read it. I'm illiterate. Said it here first. Can't read the cards. You know, we'll never get these Rose cards in English, so I'm not afraid to buy them. It's like selling medium in Japan. I do know that I don't think it's like fair to say like, oh wow, the cards aren't worth a lot. Because I know for myself, I'm excited that this exists. And I think a lot of people were like that when it came to like, was it Usoft? Maybe Gushing, not so much. I feel like the visual novel type stuff or something like reviewers definitely have like more dedicated, like more excited people for it, right? Like Gushing's funny. I don't know if Gushing is like something that like changed someone's like that someone is like super passionate about. Maybe there are. Maybe there's people super passionate about Gushing. Maybe I'm throwing some like shade over here, but I know for me it's like I see the cards are cheap. It's like I'm going to support the game by buying the product, but then it's like okay, well the cards are cheap to finish. Oh, I'm pretty excited. I was going to spend the money regardless, but I'm glad that I don't have to spend like too much after that. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys. Are like if a set like this is cheaper to max, right? Also, we got the Matery OFR. Let's see. Make sure that thing gets on the camera really well. I think this was like one of the finishers of choice. This is like you clock kick and burn 2. Clock kick, burn 2, but it's pay 3. It's pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. But yeah, like let me know what you guys think, because I personally like when my set is affordable. I do enjoy my set being affordable. I think it makes it a lot easier to collect. And at the end of the day, I don't care that my collection's worth $1 million. I care that I own it. So the bear is so stupid looking. Okay, we're moving pretty quick, I think. I think we're moving quick. I don't know. Box 3. I know if this set was like Nikkei's cost, I'd probably not be finishing it. The Nikkei cards are really expensive. Like are all like I guess free run's like affordable. It's those like mega sets that have like way too many SPs, right? We have the Penguin, Conchal. Love Conchal. He's so funny. The Matery, this is the Brainstorm. Yeah, tap self. It is salvage the best. And then, yeah, you ditch an additional copy to look at 5, add 1. Definitely an insane card. I think it's like one of the best Brainstorms I've ever seen. I know there's like the ones that let you choose trigger when you play Climax and stuff, but Mill is just like so universally good in this game that I think that Brainstorm is I mean, there's like the there's like the brainstorms they started slamming climax combos on, like in Seven Deadly Sins, obviously. Elizabeth's a hell of a card, and then you have cards like who is it? It's all the Seven Deadly Sins ones. The ones where like either where they have a climax combo tied to them, or they like the check threes. The check threes are really good. Another one of this Fat Fairy. What is this? Oh, this is a stock swap. This is a stock. Ooh, Revere's has a stock swap. Cost 3. Why did I put that there? Yeah, stock swap on a 2/1 for 1. Zell combo, a Crim with a climax combo, and another one of the Harpy Girl. I'm excited because I'm going for a full foil playset, so I'm gonna go for a max rarity playset. The lower end stuff is all gonna be playsets. I think I have people lined up for. Was this the Succubus Pit? Who is this? Was this the demon? He looks happy. This has to be the demon. I don't think the Succubus Pit got a card. The one of the best moments in the show. We have the cow and the cat. Right? At least I don't think they did. They also didn't make a card of the guy at the end where the all women are 10s. That guy was good at the end. The Incubus. Got the Harpy, and we have the Zombie Girl. And Nya Nya here, right there. Bop. Just the OFR. I keep being paranoid to make sure that like I'm like in that range over the cow. When you can't see the camera, you start to go a little insane. This is the girl that cooks the food. I think this card can't move, or it's like hexproof or something. Because it's the plant girl. We got this, the fairy, and then the Cyclops. Well, it was funny watching this with my friend. He was, I think it was the Cyclops episode. He's like, "Oh, I see. It's like a lot of it is a joke. It's just a joke." We got the hexproof. I think it's like hexproof to front, right? 1 or less 1,000 power. Oh no, that's definitely not what this does. Matery, a Conchal. I should probably get to memorizing all these cards. I gotta show up to local. I'm gonna show up to Chicago for the regional. I'll have this on me. I'll have this on me for fun. Not making it to any of the team events. All of my teams have left me. We got the Crim level 3. I think this is a heal event. Clock, hand, memory, right? Yeah, I think this is like one of the heal events on a 3/1 instead of like Kimono Friends where it was on a 1/0. And then this is the vanilla. The don't know. Plant Girl? Mushroom Girl? One of the looter looking cards, and it's an unplayable card, you know? Yeah, I think that's the current schedule for me is to be showing up to Chicago on I might be competing in Weiss. I have the decks. We'll have to see what we can get going for like travel buddies and all that. It's quite expensive to travel. I've been out of the game a little bit, but debating on making that comeback. Probably won't see me at Shadowverse unless I decide to judge though. I will be doing Shadowverse in Chicago because of set 11. I'm going to buy specifically the Vincent deck. I'm looking forward to getting to play, you know, Vincent. Vincent's so fucking sick. The deck looks so bad too. I'm like really hyped. Mushroom Girl. I think no, wait, no. These are the adventures, the role players. It's like one of those like 11Ks on your turn, and then they like when they kill something, they get an effect. I wonder what the deck looks like for this. I wonder. I'm gonna have to like actually spend some time, maybe testing it a bit. Maybe I don't know, digging around on Twitter. Is there a big Twitter for Weiss Schwarz Blau decks? I know there was like a little bit. It was like kind of hard even finding gushing decks, and that was like when this came out. Who is this? Is this in the Delma girls? Is this like one of her apprentices or something? I am hoping, I'm still hoping, I want the Salamander girl. I want the Matery SSP for obvious reasons. It's cheaper. It's cheaper for me that way. We got the Octopus girl. This is a double rare. Oh yeah, this is the Ricky, right? No. Ditch one. Oh, this is the Rico, and it like on attack pumps a card, I think. That doesn't feel like a double rare to me. I don't know. People really like that Rico effect to be able to like filter their hand. I've never been a big fan of it because I think that grabbing, I guess with this set, if you're able to grab the Matery Brainstorm, that's like kind of insane, isn't it? Yeah, being able to grab the Matery Brainstorm probably fixes a lot of problems I have with that profile. I always hate that like you want like a usually like want like a level 1 or 2 like when you're playing those down, like a level 1 usually, and then you're grabbing a 0 because that's what you saw on top. We get the Zell 1/0. It's the gender bent. This is Blind Stock 2 on reverse. That's shit. This card's shit. No wonder that's the SSP in stock. Who the fuck wants that? Other than me, because I need 4 of everything. Also, I probably just spoke into existence that it's going to be my my card of choice. Crim, whatever this thing is. Oh, that's the plant girl. The Harpy. And we get the heal event on the foil. I think some of the foils look okay. Some of them are kind of mid. And at the end of the day, I don't like that, yeah, they're all the same art. I have to say that again because it's kind of bad. And it's like, I think I've this thing foiled. It's pretty rough. I got the Matery. We got the, what is this girl's name? Elma. Cow. And this is the event. This is the Top Check 4 event. It's the, you know, it's got everyone in it. It's a good one. We're hoping for the Salamander girl. We're hoping for her SP. It is like $14 if I have to go onto. I didn't see these on Mercari. I'm gonna have to go pretty deep into the. I have to go on the dark web or something for this. Jiangxi, Elza. That's like another one you can pull SP. Matery. What is this girl's name? Okpa. And then we have that girl. What was she? Goblin, Bandit, Warrior. I don't think she was part of the role players. The Cosplay Club. Crim Climax. I don't know. Like, I don't know. When like half of the cards look like this, I'm like, do we need another game? Hachiroku. Hachiroku. You need a different game for that one. Do you? I don't know. There's like the Vivid Strike set is like honestly shocking. That's like a show I really love, but that set is shocking that it exists. The Light Girls. Is this the one? This is the hexproof to front. And you have tap, give a card 1,000. Okay, that's the other one was like a loner. It was like if there's like one or less other. I think it got power, or maybe it was it and the other card. It was like Fenric from Disgaea. I'm naming old cards that nobody knows. Nyanya, we got a Mastery level 0, and we have a Mastery level 1 with infinite pay 1, trigger, check, climax, cost, 1 card, top of stock. Oh, this is like the free run card. Like when you attack with it, you give all your cards like the ability to like cycle the trigger and then draw drop, which is good. I think the Mastery is on a pants, right? Mastery's on a pants, so it makes sense. Yeah, also these sets are like really small. Oh, I don't think like the sets are small, the boxes are small. I guess, are the sets small? No, they're 100 cards. 100 card set. 5 packs, or 10 packs a box, 5 cards a pack, 1 foil per box. I'm really looking forward to like when I have to sort all this like 100%, and then see like where are we at as far as like number of play sets to sell. Oh, this is Nyanya again. No, wait, this was not Nyanya. This one's no, it's Nyanya. Mia. Why does this one say Nyanya? Oh, Nyanya. Okay, her name is Mia. We're learning characters' names, okay? You don't care about the names, you care about the faces in the show anyway. I don't even think like half of them say their names in the show. Oh, is Conchul's? No, it's not Conchul. It's the it's like Conchul. It's one of the halflings. It's like the halfling. It's a halfling girl. I think this card was like actually a good filter. Giant cow. And we have the girl who cooks. So I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Has to be. God. Mastery. And we have the cow again. All right, guys, case openings, they're pretty rough. There's a lot of boxes. There's a lot of boxes. I'm debating like what to do with the full video. I don't know if I should like, I'm probably going to cut it up and throw up some shorts. It's like, oh, dude, we hit the good card. Because, yeah, I don't know. I feel like these are, like, I guess the kind of like videos you put on the background. I just want to do it in case I hit the, you know, in case I hit big. And it takes no effort to just turn on the camera. That's my word of advice to anyone who is, you know, like thinking about maybe doing content is just turn on the camera. The worst thing that can happen is you like don't get views, and then like who the fuck cares? Like it's not like it's hard to turn on the camera. It takes 0 effort. I mean, look at this video. This video is probably pretty shit. We're opening some boxes. Opening a few too many boxes. But yeah, I mean, you just try and see what works, and just don't. You know, if you enjoy doing it, just do it. But don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to start. That's my word of advice to anyone trying to, like, you know, take that first step. Mastery level 0. I can't believe this one's not OFR. This is the one, like, you gotta get that SP or, like, just SR. Conchal. We got the Slime Girl. Oh, the boxes are never ending. They also produce so much waste. People who do not buy cases, be glad you do not. Not only do they take forever to open, forever to sort, but you also get, I mean, like, it's like as long as you have a second trash bag with you, you're kind of okay. The Minotaur Girl. This is the Majory level 1 combo on reverse salvage. I can't believe that this, like, Zell card that was, like, blind stock 2 is... I would rather get hand. Even if I don't expect to, like, need my combo, I would rather have hand than 2 blind stock. 2 blind stock is, like... You never know what goes in the blind stock. You never know. I think it's on a gold bar, too. Zells? Yeah, all the gold... Yeah, they're all gold bars. There's a choice, there's a pants, there's a book on the Delma combo. So the Delma's pretty dog shit. Oh, well, I think this is for the Stunk level 0. The Stunk level 0 goes with this card. This is a Wind. Wind is pretty antiquated at this point. Even in Million Live, I think, like way back 2013, not 2013, like 2022, 2023. Oh, time flies. I remember testing 8 Wind like right before, like when I was like, getting out of the game a little bit, but I remember testing like the 8 Wind Million Life, and just Wind trigger is not salvageable. It doesn't matter what your support is. The trigger is just like ass. Not getting a card or like some kind of resource is like horrendous, and it doesn't even like provide the damage, and half the time you're just doing nothing with it. Like, why would you bounce your opponent's card and give it back to him? That sounds fucking terrible. Is this the rare? That was common. We got the Harpy again. We have like a billion of these. Gonna have to figure out what I do with those OFRs. Maybe there'll be like an incentive for people to pay like a decent price for the play sets. Oh my. It's like so hard out there. I don't even remember this one. I don't remember this one. Where's she from? Have I seen this card? I've probably seen this before. Once per turn, discard 1. Oh, it's the I think this like profile was in GGO. What was this profile in? I've played this profile before. It was fucking terrible. But you get like a once per turn Azusa, like ditch 1, look at 4. Whenever like another, like this card sits on the board. Was that Day Live? I don't remember. But when you play the Polar Bear Girl, and he's on board, you can ditch 1 to look at 4. And then he ditch bonds to the Polar Bear Girl. So it's like you get like an Azusa every turn that you play this vanilla. I think the one I played was you discarded the vanilla once per turn, which is, I guess, a lot different because you didn't have to play the card. This says to discard when you play the vanilla. Or not, I don't think it was a vanilla. But yeah, it's like when you play the card, while this card's on board, you can discard. Look at 4. That's a terrible card. That's a terrible card. No, it was Lost Decade. Lost Decade had the level 0 that you could discard. Oh, I still have more packs in this. It had the level 0 you could discard. Was it your brainstorm? No, it was your finisher. You could discard your finisher off of the level 0 to look it for. It wasn't once per turn. That card was fucking broken. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. That profile was broken, but it wasn't once per turn, and it was actually just a completely different card. Ignore me. We got the Stunk Climax. This is for the female Stunk. Skunk? Stunk? Whatever his name is. I actually hate that they put the guys on the SSP. I think that's like not why we watched the show. We didn't watch the show for that. That's my like one complaint. And not Crim. Crim's okay on the SSP. Crim is a good SSP. Zell and Stunk are definitely not. Madery. I think it's actually wild that they chose those. This eyeball girl is so upsetting. Is this a stock bomb? Oh, it's like huge, and then when it reverses, you can like draw drop, top check draw drop, right? I think. Or salvage one, something. I don't actually know. Maybe one day I'll be literate. The cat. This girl still holding out for the Crim hand sign. That's gonna be when we pop the fuck off. I will scream. There's another like salvage card. I think. Now they print a lot of the same like kind of medium combos, just like on reverse salvage with really mediocre stat lines, which are I'm finding that seems to be okay. Like a lot of decks sit at like barely 6K on defense. Sometimes they get a lot bigger on offense, or sometimes it's like they just sit at 6K. No one's really, doing the standby stuff at the moment from like whenever I go to regionals. I don't give a fuck about Japanese. I know this is a Japanese set, but I know that like if you sit down at a regional half the time, you're going to be fighting like not like even in casuals, people are going to, yes! That's pretty good. That is a second Crim. That is a second Crim. Holy shit. Feeling good about that. You know, there's like 2 misses, 1 big hit, and Crim is the nice in between. I'm fine not being the luckiest, but you know, maybe it's a sign. We got Crim, we got the cat. We got the cat that goes with Crim. Maybe, just maybe, we can pull it out. Maybe, just maybe, we can hit the hand sign. Zell, Stunk, and Madery level 1. Anything that makes the... we're not hitting low end. We're not hitting low end. That's actually really nice. I don't think we've hit the... like none of the 1700s. We didn't super whiff on our SSPs. Not feeling too bad. The cow and the demon. Like tap, draw, drop. 2K to level 3s in front. Kind of medium. I don't think that Reviewers has a, like from what I've read, I don't think it really seems like it has a board-based deck kind of like Gushing. I actually really like Gushing's playstyle where you just kind of like slap down healer, like you double heal, and you just sit there and then you put out the damage scry and you get the markers. You get like a couple markers, like 2. You only get 2 markers, but it, you know, free stock is free stock, and free cards out of deck is free cards out of deck, and then you just play old Weiss shorts. I love the fundamentals of the game. I don't care for like a lot of the modern way like the decks play where they Turbo Resources. And up, Elza. Get that one on camera. We didn't get Crim on camera too much because we already pulled it. We pulled Elza right there. Nice, nice. What does she do? Attack phase. Pay 1. OS character. I think she like swaps with another card on your board. If so, that's... It's like a pay 1 encore if you think about it. It's like a pay 1, ditch 1 encore if you really think about it. If I read that correctly. If I read that correctly. So yeah, we managed to pull an Elza. So we're 3 SPs in. Because we pulled the cat, we pulled the Crim, and we pulled the Elza. And we still have like a fuck ton of boxes left. And it's looking like there's only 1 sign left. So we're gonna be hopeful here. Well, there might be. I don't know if the Crim, like if you hit the hand sign, I don't think it takes your SP slot. Like I think you like just get a turbo cracked case. Honestly, I did really good. I'm feeling really good about these cases. Elza is not the worst character. Oh no, I'm calling myself out. Elza is not the worst character. There are worse characters in the show. There are worse characters in the SP slot. Every Stunken Zell. Though I would like to see a Madery. I want to see a Madery SP. I hope that's not too greedy, or I want to see the Salamander Girl. Either or. I'm not too picky. I would like to see one or the other. Also, was this thing a Brainstorm? This thing was like. This thing is so sad that they don't have standby. It's like that profile. I think the turbo cracked like level 3 assist. Even before standby came out, those profiles weren't like playable. Because like you never tried to stabilize at 3 like that. Not with like an assist in the back row usually. Unless there's a way to change into that. If there's a way to change into that, it's like might be playable. But I don't remember reading one. But I could be wrong. We got the Zell level 1 and OFR. They'll have to go in the binder while I wait for my wallet and my browser to be able to find these cards. But I don't know, like level 3, yeah, just like level 3 assists in general. You would rather have a level 2 assist to like protect an early play if you're going to be playing defensively. These like, oh wow, Hexproof, Brainstorm, all-in-one replacers. Those are standby targets. And by God, they were really good in 2018, I'll tell you what. Back when you could like standby out the Asuna, Hexproof a card. Yeah, profile used to be disgusting. But that was only because of standby. Yeah, but until standby came around, those like big assists that gave cards hexproof and did all kinds of shit. Those were just, they were just bad. They were just bad cards. 2. And we got this thing. And we got the big titty. This is a leaf encounter, right? Board encounter. A little bit of lore for anyone if you don't know who Borden is. It's like the #1 like menace in this community when it comes to shit. I teach new players the worst terminology possible. Elza, level 0, and the mushroom. The mushroom can barely tell us foil. Vanilla. Guess it doesn't matter. Gonna need 4 of it in the binder. Oh my, this was the hardest pack to open. We got the polar bear, the conchal. Should I be skipping? Should I start hitting the skip pack opening? We got the Big Eye Cyclops, and this is the cigarettes event, right? Yep, cigarettes event. I hate that the text is like, let me get that better on the camera. I'm like supposed to be in between those three. I hate this text where it's like, I hate that she's see-through. Looks terrible. Also, Cyclops, I feel like they got like a lot of cards. Oh, this girl was good. She ran the Build-A-Bitch. Oh, she was good. We got the cow. Crim. We're going to be hitting the Crim level 3. And the Conchal level 1. I remember the Crim finisher looked okay. It's what we're going to be playing though. It comes SSP. It's also the best character. Got the Matery, the Crim, Delma, and the Fairy Girl. Thankfully, 2 cases of this is almost a full playset of like the OFRs and lower. I like that they did that. And then if you didn't get to see, there's also the Title Cup like tournament in Japan, where we started having those in English, so I think people are a little more familiar with them, where you only get to play the series. Rose is having it, and then like if you win, there's like an SP of the event with Crim and Matery, like looking at a TV. That looks really good. Hopefully I can manage to get those. I was told that, I guess those Title Cup like winner promos are generally around like $300 or something. But you know what? The rest of the set's cheap enough. We're gonna be strapped in. I'm not spending money on Shadowverse, so we got the money. We got the money. My God. Shadowverse was disgustingly expensive. We got the Conchal, and here we go, another copy of the Elma. Elma's really easy to remember, you know. There's a famous character named Elma, so if you know reviewers, you know the other one. Matery, the event, and this event looks cool. It's like episode 1. Hand player decky. This is like a, oh, I wish I could read everything this thing does. I think it like draw drops. I think it salvages. And you can't play it if you don't have a reviewer. It's like from episode 1 where they take Crim to the first reviewer place. Where Crim gets with Mia. I think, was the cow later? The cow was later, right? It was just the cat, I think, episode 1. I should go back and rewatch this show, you know. Maybe if it had the English dub. The dub was fantastic. Maybe one day Funimation will stop being little bitches and give us the full dub. The Stunk, and we have the Matery. This is not Matery. This is the Build-A-Bitch Matery. From the really good episode. The Octopus Girl, the Matery, and the other Matery. I wonder if I can just build Matery waifu. Do you think that if I go to a waifu tournament and I play Matery waifu, they'd be able to call me out on the doll Matery? If I was running the tournament, I'd call people out. I'd be like, "You're a fake fan. That's not her." What? And the Light Girl. I think the Light Girl's got like 4 cards or something. What about Mrs. Skeletal? Wasn't there the episode where they saw the vampire and the zombie girl was there? And like Dracula, oh, it was the dog guy didn't want to fuck the zombies because the zombies smelled bad. And, oh, we got the octopus. We pulled the octopus. This is the filter. Yeah, this is the filter. The Rico. Nice, nice. Boys, it's looking... There's like... How many boxes left? 8, 10, 11. There's 11 boxes left. And I think that killed the case. Oh, really? I think last case I opened upside down. Don't ask. I opened the case upside down and I started from the bottom of the case and it took 10 boxes to hit the first SP. And now we're starting... Blue Shiro's been having some clumping issues, I think, or like where the hits have been like all in roughly the same spot, I think, in a lot of their games. I don't think anything else about the cases. The cases, other than that, are expected. You know, got 2 crims. Not upset about that. I might start talking about the clumped SPs if, oh, it's the Salamander girl. She's the best. I think this card is doggy doo-doo though, right? I think you can like bottom deck this card and like ditch a card. It's like a helmet, but it goes to the bottom of your deck, which could be useful to salvage. Salvage, right? Yeah, salvage. She will be a placeholder until I get the SPs in. I wonder if we should go fast now and see if we can hit anything good. Mushroom. Get the Zell. Maideri. I'm always tempted to do like more box openings. It's just one, they're expensive. You gotta have a product I want to open a bunch of. Number 2, they can go on way too long if you buy a reasonable amount. If I'm buying product, I usually want to buy a bit. Got this, and we have the furry that is a bomb, I think, a level 1 bomb. That's a level 1 bomb that pumps power. Gonna probably be using that to get reverses. It was plus 2,500. It's like not bad. If it gives it, does it give it? Yeah, it gives it. It gives it 2,500. Okay. I don't think Gushing had that big of a power pump. Well, I think the problem with Gushing is you needed to play all the change pieces, which is not a problem. It's actually insane. It's like the same thing with Bang Dream, where the second... I was skeptical of like the Bang Dream. I'm still skeptical of the Bang Dream deck, actually, believe it or not. I own it. I tried it. The top end is where I'm skeptical. That top end fucking sucked. But the ability to have like 7 copies of a card is so unbelievably powerful. It is actually insane. So being able to like change into the cards that you need is something that Gushing had. And we have the healer again. And that was something unique that Gushing had, where it had like the change mechanic being its main driving force. So you got to play not a lot, like your deck can't do a lot, but it gets to do its thing every game, even more consistently than like most modern-ish decks. When you're just playing 8 copies of a card, it's just how it is. And then the Kiwi filter. I feel like that's where like Rose decks are better, is they have like almost better filter tools than a modern deck. Almost. That's not to say, you know, like Bang Dream has like the the Cheery that if you play 4 of it, you can sometimes get an extra stock. I think that card's like almost a trap. After having played the deck, it gets you stock that... It gets you stock, it gets you mill. I mean, it's like not bad. It's... Is it like that much better than normal Cheery? It usually doesn't hit. But you know, the one stock can matter, right? Tilapa, and then this thing stunk. I have to figure out what build of Bang Dream I'm going to be playing, though. I need to look at those tournament results. I always struggle with like a deck that's performing very well. I think the Bang Dream core is really good. The top end was what was letting me down when I was playing the deck. It was somehow only sticking 4 damage. I think I lit it 4 times, and I had like the nuts. I had everything. I had the full board, and it's just the second attack is like the choke point, right? It's like if they if they eat the second attack, it's like you lose 6 attacks. So I feel like the actual reach of that deck's a lot lower when it's going poorly. I might be wrong. I've thought about it a lot. I've thought about like the way the top end works. I also think that something like stock swapping someone into a fucking terrible deck state is like counterintuitive to the way that top end works and what it's aiming to kill with. But I don't do Weiss competitive content anymore because I don't play the game as much. I just show up to regionals and do okay. And so yeah, I'm not really gonna say that you should listen to me on how good something is. These are just like the ramblings of someone who's got 10 boxes left and is thinking about the game, thinking about the regional he's going to go to. I was going to do teams, but yeah, teammate bailed, and then yeah, no one really wanted to do it after that. That was fine. It's whatever. It's money saved. Going to regionals is expensive. Oh, 2 of the same card in the same pack. Majory? What do you do? On play, look at 3. Oh, just mill 3. Ditch 1. Is it sack this card? What is that? Like Kono, Cardo. Is that grave? Salvage? Is this like a helmet that can mill 3? Keep going. The Crim. The camera's... I'm hoping that we don't have to play the camera. I was actually really sad when I was playing Gushing and you had to play the camera. Camera, of course, being an event means that it's non-tutorable. It means you have to play more copies of it than you otherwise would. It being your only form of mill, though, meant there was like a gun to your head saying you have to play this camera or you lose. Very annoying set, actually, with as far as like the amount of mill they gave it. This time we have like mill 3 on cards that are somewhat playable looking. Though I do think the bar for like what you actually want to put in a deck is quite high nowadays. Is it? Somewhat. I think there's a lot of decent stuff in the middle of the road, though. Especially in new sets, like you can build a lot of like rogue decks in Weiss. This is something that's like kind of got me like not fully away from it, like, right? Like compared to other games, is that you can have a deck that's like 3 or 4 years old and like your chance of winning are slim, but you don't just get like absolutely ass blasted, especially if you like fall even like 1 step down the ladder. Not too afraid of Timmy Two Shoes playing whatever he's got. We got the Majory. But then there's also like the budget decks. I know like if you like look at Dengeki Bunko or something, there's like definitely sets that are unbelievably cheap. Like back in my day, you could get like even shit decks. Even shit stuff like, what was it? Gigant Shooter cost me like over $100. I'm gonna have the Gigant Rare deck, but like it was like over $100. A lot of decks were usually just like in the $100 range, even for the shit ones, unless they were a pile of commons. Nowadays, especially with the TCG player, even with the game getting less popular, as far as the collectors go, right? I mean, Weiss is having pretty decent numbers at regionals. But with the game is like less popular than it was in 2020, right? Like 2021 with like the collectors. But you're still seeing like, you know, the product's hitting TCG player. It sits a minute, then people update the prices. It's no longer the day of Strictly Broken or UUT, or not UUT, JKTCG. We're like way past the point where like an old set sits at an expensive price for an exorbitant amount of time. Or like a random comments, it's an exorbitant price of like $1 a card. We're past that point, and that's good because I have carded decks for like sub $20, sub $10 even, that were they're not regional winners, but I wouldn't mind showing up to a team event that like our goal is to go like 4-2, and I would play them. Like I have no qualms. I don't think they're that bad. Definitely not a like wow beat the meta, but like not a bad deck. And $10 is an unbelievably low price point. Even sellers on like new sets. I mean, if you don't pre-order, that's your own fault. Your new set's like $220, I think, for a playset usually. From most of the English sellers, it might be more now that tariffs are happening and some other shit. But yeah, there's a lot of like online resellers that will like sell you pre-orders of playsets. Pretty good price. Definitely worth like looking at that if it's a show you really like. You don't care about the foils because I mean opening product is expensive, but yeah, you can get playsets for pretty cheap. Definitely good time to be playing the game. And I think it's a decent game. I think now that I don't play Weiss Shorts all the time, it's a much better game. Oh my god, we got 9 boxes left. All the SPs accounted for. 4, 8, 6. Yeah, that's 10. Maybe the crim is in here. That's what we're here for. And it is nice that, like, I'm going to bring up Shadowverse a lot because that was, we're still in the divorce phase with that game. And it's not that Shadowverse is a bad game. I think that Bushiroad's a fucking terrible company. That'll be a second video on that because I imagine that most people won't be this deep in the video. Game is fine, but the amount of money you have to spend, and then it's like really hard to keep like a little bit of like a casual approach with the game because like you have power creep hits and then something's not playable, and it's hard to like justify buying. I have like a pretty big Uma Musume collection in it, right? I love Uma. It's really good franchise. I'm actually very surprised by how good it is. But you can't like play the Uma cards. And there's a new set coming out, and it like basically replaces a lot of the old cards except for like 1 or 2. And then that's going to be playable. And then like in 3-4 months, it's going to be unplayable again. And then you're like never going. You're realistically never going to be able to show up against a real player and pull out an Uma Musume deck and expect anything to happen other than get your shit pushed in with like not even being able to pretend that it's a game. Like, right? It's you're gonna show up, they're gonna push your shit in, because people say like a deck is okay. The good decks in that game are really fucking good. Like you feel the tier list. If your deck's not on the tier list and you're fighting the tier list, usually it's pretty one-sided, and I don't think that's gonna change. It's just the way the game is. I don't think it's an inherent flaw. It's just like a sweatier game. It makes it really a lot harder though, to like casually collect on the side, because like as a player, I'd want to be able to show up maybe. And it's doesn't have the supply of like Pokemon where. With Pokemon, you know, you want to be playing the good decks too, but you go online and the best decks are like $60, or you can buy them at Walmart. I know that was Mew, and I think Gardevoir you can buy at Walmart. With Shadowverse, it's like, oh, was it Do Blame $20 is something that I saw, and it's like, yeah, I have all these old cards, but like now that I'm not buying, right? It's like if I randomly decide, hey, I want to play again, I'm going to be hit with these cards that are going to be ungodly expensive. Not really worth it. Not really worth it. But Weiss is perfect, and everything you get is something you want. That's like another big thing about this game. Like it's isolated. It makes it really hard to sell. Because, like, I'm going to tell people, you know, once I finish, they'll be like, yeah, I got max rated reviewers. No one's going to give a fuck. No one's going to care that I have max rated reviewers. I think it's like what Big B said. It's like, my grail is my grail. I think I'm paraphrasing, making his quote a little bit different. But he's like, I know there was like a point where like Big B was talking about cards, and it's like, someone's grail shouldn't just be the expensive card. It should be the thing that they like. That's how I feel. And I think that this game does a much better job of that than like almost any other game where you just, you know, if you're pulling reviewers, you're a reviewers fan. If you're pulling Day-Day Live, you're a Day-Day Live fan. Any SP you pull is probably going to be something you want in some capacity or like something you like. If you're pulling in like Pokemon and you're one, like, right? I feel like everyone wants like the Pikachu because it's $600, or they want the Charizard because it's ungodly expensive. But like when you hit the full art, I don't know, something fucking terrible like Stunfisk. If you pull the fucking full art Rainbow Rare Stunfisk or Sableye or some shit, that card is $1, and you probably don't give a fuck about it. So even Pokemon is like guilty on that thing, on that front. And it's like a very common problem with like opening like large amounts of products in other games. It's the one thing that Weiss Schwarz, they get you. They get you with a little bit of brand loyalty. I wonder how One Piece people feel. I wonder like if there's like bad hits in One Piece. Another Elza. What does this one do? Ditch one. Something I can't read. Elza. Cost. Rest. It's like shitty Encore, or is this like, does this summon some other card? I think this might be a summoner for a different card. Maybe this card? Maybe it like summons this field swapper for a card. Is that right? Yes. This is like ditch summon this. Rested. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Oh, wait. Oh, right. I think I remember this now. This is, what kind of name cards people don't fucking know? It's okay. Kaban and Arison, I think, where when this dies, so when the Elza goes to grave, you can discard a card, and this card gets shit out of grave. So this is a, it's a Performamage Trick Clown. Is that the one? Damage Juggler? It's a Damage Juggler, right? So you get a 5k. That's really shit. You get a 5k because your level 0 died. It's a 2-card combo. Very important to have these 2-card combos in the game. It's okay because as a reviewer's fan, I don't give a fuck what the cards say. I am definitely happier if they are playable. But at the end of the day, the end goal is the binder. And we have the witch that's quite lewd. Took me a second the first time to see that she was like in a thong. It makes sense though, it makes sense. Some of these cards, they got a little too many clothes for my reviewer cards. Death Abyss, Stunk, who I'm still not the biggest fan of. And Taprita. Yeah, Tapioca, whatever her name is. Salamander. Salamangreat. There we go. We got the cat. We got the... Dude, I gotta get these these piles. People don't know the pain of opening a case. They don't know. Just sort everything. You're left with a billion of commons. These are ones I can't even hand to people. I guess I could, some of them. Some of them are really funny. What am I doing? I'm putting commons in my rare slots? Okay, there we go. Matery, we got this thing, we got the Zell, and we got the Stunk level 1 OFR. I swear to God, I thought that card was like a +2 somehow or something. I thought it was like you top check 2 stock hand. There's something about memory. I can't read all that. I can't read all that. That's too much. That's too much. I'm illiterate. I keep wanting to read the card. I want to understand the card. It's okay. I found it with Japanese locals. You just... No, I'm not even going to say it. That's a joke, I promise. I was going to say you just fucking lie about your card, but... Don't do that. Don't lie about your card. So with Japanese locals, I know it happens to all of us. I almost cannot think of a person. I almost guarantee that any person who has played in a Japanese locals has lied about their card at some point in time, and it's not intentional. It's not cheating. It's not intentional cheating, but it happens. I know my favorite was I read like all the Lost Decade cards, but none of them actually work together. In very surprising ways. It's very surprising like how none of those cards work together. So I played a locals with the cards, and I was accidentally cheating because my cards were even worse than I thought, because I went 0-3 that day. And then it was like after going 0-3, I like was reading cards and went, wait a second, I've been cheating. My cards are even worse than I thought. And I was making them better. Yeah, it's like it often happens if something does something like super weird. Or I know with the, I'm going to call out the people who are probably not watching me, but if you are, I'm sorry, I'm not throwing shade here, but Strictly Broken people had Jason did the set review, former Burma member Jason Malyuk. But yeah, on the reviewer set review, they said to play the Futaba effect, which Futaba, for those who don't know, is the effect where like on play you top check, and if it's a character you can like slide it under as a marker, and then you get additional power. I really like that effect, especially back in the day, because usually you'd be a really big card for getting the marker, but also you get like to see the top card of your deck. The marker was optional. You get free compression. It's like standard old 2019 grindy Weiss like fundamental card. Really love it. But the gushing over magical girls mechanic is the best brainstorm is the Utena. And it gets markers. It gets markers whenever you use a change. But you get like 1 marker per turn when you change, and then you can use those markers for effects or as like to like discount stock on a change effect. The discounting stock is not at once per turn, so you can like store it up and then use 2 markers, or you can have 2 of the brainstorm. But the limit on getting markers is not 2 per Utena. It is 2 total markers in your marker zone. And so he had the Futaba in there, you know, it's like gonna get in all these markers and playing. That was just fucking like, anyone who did that, you're cheating. But you know, might not be intentional, happens. It just takes, it's just like, you know, you misread the card. Someone's got like a weird clause like that, like, oh, marker zone once per turn. Just something small, some stipulation. You know, the Lost Decade thing was like a lot of the cards would reference face-up markers, but for some reason a double R in the set got face-down markers for some actually inexplicable reason, so that the double rare was like unplayable. It also had an effect that It had an assist effect that it only had on the turn it was played. And that was also unbelievable to me. So it was like actually a non-functional card. It was very tragic set. Thankfully, nobody owns that set but me. Maybe I should show up to regionals and show people what's up. But I think if I show up to regionals, I'd rather flex like much funnier things like reviewers at this point. It's probably my go-to deck for whenever I play the game, if it's not in bracket. So by God, I hope it's good. Hope it does something. We're looking at 6 boxes left. Almost no hope left for us. Moody. Okpa. Harpy and the healer. I'm excited to see how many OFRs I'm missing. I know in the first case, I'm going to be missing climaxes. I can almost guarantee you that. I saw that much. Never opened cases of Rose. I know premium boosters were surprising to me, like how shit they were. It was like, I remember I bought a case that was that Bang Dream reprint set. Oh, dude, I thought I could sell someone a play set of that, and I felt so bad. Guys, if I ever, like, accidentally, like, fuck you in some way with, like, something like that, I actually am, like, really sorry. Because, yeah, this person was like, yeah, I mean, you know, they wanted the Bang Dream set. They were looking for a play set. And I said, yeah, I'll sell a play set. I should have one. I bought a case. I get my case, and there's, like, 5 to 6 copies of each card in the case. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Playset's 8. Like, this is like opening Shadowverse. So what is this? What do you mean? And it's all reprints. They're like doggy doo-doo. Very nice art reprints, like the premium boosters. I don't know how people sell playsets of premium boosters. You got to open a lot of product for that. You got the Octopus Girl, and we have the Stunk. At the Gender Bend Cafe, or wherever that was. Or the Magic Circle, right? You drink the potion? Was it you drink the potion, you get the magazine? Krim said, hyenas have large dongs. You got the bear? God, what a good show. No, when reviewers got announced, I didn't know the property at the time. But I am a huge MGQ fan. I got to get through and like start Paradox Part 3 soon. But, you know, the guy who does reviewers is like one of the people who I don't know how much like of a hand he had in MGQ. But he definitely made like the succubuses in the Succubus Village or something. Like the twins that they revive. Because the Succubus Village, they were like, we're gonna revive our Elder God or something, and then they revive the twins, and then you kill them or something like that. But if you don't know what MGQ is and you like reviewers, look it up. They are like the exact same. They're like the exact same almost, kind of. Where it's like, yeah, it's very suggestive. There is porn, but the porn's not the entire point. In fact, it could be even said it is like the least important thing in enjoying the show. It's like, I know the harpy. Oh, they didn't have the alligator. They didn't have the alligator girl. That was like one of my favorite moments in the show too. They have the harpy and they have the pingu. They don't have the alligator. The episode where they're like, "Hey, Majorie, how do you lay eggs?" And then she's like, "I'm not going to show you." And then the guy said, "I want to go see something like that." That episode was so good. Because the first thing that comes out is this like 8-foot tall, 6-foot wide like alligator that it drops its pants and it goes wah, and then it just starts screaming, and then the guys, they just get up. They're like, yeah, I don't think this is for me. I don't think this is for me. Yeah, the humor's so on point in this. I'm still so pissed at Funimation though, dude. We were denied that dub. The dub seemed like it was going to be 10 out of 10. But for some reason that wasn't okay. But yeah, Peter Grill is dubbed. And Peter Grill is only like I think the only way to watch Peter Grill is to watch it dubbed. But reviewers did not get the same treatment for some reason. I don't know what it was about reviewers that was like too much versus like other shows. Like I'm not so insane that I'm going, oh, like I can't believe like reviewers didn't get favoritism, but I think it's crazy that they didn't they like, you know, started dubbing it and then said no. That's where I think things got crazy. And the internet agreed. They're like 5 years too late on this set, but real people remember. Climax. The Puppet Girl and the Stunk. The Stunk level 0 is like one of those level 1 combos where you like sack the Climax. You can only get one card off of it. And that means it is unplayable. I like them to like not print Climax combos like that no one will ever sleeve, that are 100% unplayable. I'd like them to at least like somewhat lie to us. I think the Million Live had like the 8 pants deck. I'm naming like random idol sets that nobody gives a fuck about because they're also old. But it's like there was like a full field combo, and I think it only triggered from back row, but you needed a full board to get it, but you could get like 2 copies of it off, where it almost sounds okay until you realize that in Weiss Schwartz, half of the game is like where you put cards down. And if you're... It's like, right, like clean cut's not good if you're only clean cutting your other level 0s, but it's good if you like clean cut a brainstorm, right? Like one of those type of things. But your back row is 2 of this combo that how the fuck do you move it up? And also, where the fuck is your utility? Yeah, you got your salvage, but now you have no deck speed. You have nothing else going on. These cards that are just sack the Climax, like do like look at 4 or something, those are unplayable. Those are just 100% unplayable. Give me the level 0 that says on reverse look at 4. Or the like the Betty level 0 and re-0. There's what is it? Level 0 3500 on reverse salvage. Is it good? No. But I think you could play it, and I mean you're not gonna enjoy yourself, but it's gonna be more playable than a like sack this unfucking playable Climax look at 4. Like, make your unplayable cards 2018 good cards. How about that? 2017 good cards. Trying to keep things sorted. There we go. And the Jiangxi Girl. Oh, so they do have most of it. They don't have the... It was Mr. Bones. Is that the only one they're missing? And they're missing Dracula himself? Because they have the zombie. They have the Jiangxi. Was there another one? No, was that right? No, there was 3 people. Was there a ghost? The dog guy chewed on the bones. I want to say Zell went with the Jiangxi. Does that mean it's just the 3? I feel like Krim wouldn't be allowed in there because he's an angel. Is that right? Because he would kill them if he touched them. Is that right? Sounds right. Krim. I'm also hoping I am not going to check the audio on this one. I got the mic pretty close to me. It says it's on. We're looking good. If anyone like got this far, let me know. Everything sound good. And what do you guys like the most about these? Like, I'm probably not going to try to do cases, but like whenever I get product, I sometimes upload it. I did a Neopet unboxing. Guys, I was feeling sick that day, so I haven't uploaded that one. I might anyway. At the end of the day, it is just like, these are the videos that are more of just like, I'm doing it, so why not upload it? I don't really expect to be a box opening channel. Like I said earlier, though, if you want to like start something, you just, I'm setting the bar real low. You can say my goal is to be bigger than Dean. He he uploads box openings no one really cares about, and yeah, I'm there to be your first hurdle. You can get bigger than this. You can start like a box opening channel. Choose a better game. Choose a more popular game. You know, like maybe do Oshino push openings. We got the healer, Nyanya, and the Elza level 0 again. Can't believe that's the SP. I want to read what that does. I think it's a field swapper. I'm like almost certain that thing's a field swapper. We got the bird. Unless, does it summon it? No, it doesn't. It's definitely a field swapper. Death Abyss. It's so sad. I spent so much time like half-assing Japanese. I say half-assing because you know, Duolingo and like occasionally watching anime and you know, but like Weiss cards, I can't like quickly glance at Weiss cards and read them. I can half read them, and thankfully I know like every profile in the game. The Stunk level 2. Pengu. Old lady. I can't believe the old lady only has one card. Some of these like some of these girls have a lot of cards, or like it's. Who else did not get a card that probably should have? The snake guy should have had a card. Like the Lamia. I feel like he was along for like some reviews. He was along for as many as the bear, right? Or was he only in 2 episodes? He was in the episode with these people. I think he reviewed with the Harpies, right? Because they wouldn't let him in. Does that sound right? Eyeball Girl, Slime, Bop, Tialpa, and yeah, this thing. We're going to start speeding up, which means the quality of the video is going to go down. Oh. Maybe we should just... I have to sort them all, so it's like might as well be a little bit slower. And we got the 2 level 2s. There's not a lot of level 2s in the set, especially in the rare and up slot. It's that design philosophy. You know, we don't have standby, so a level 2 wasn't popular. Usually unplayable before standby. Until they started printing, was it Murans? The first one was definitely Makoto and Million Life. I remember when that card came out and I was trying like Japanese decks where you just eat shit at level 1. Like you had like the worst level 1 lineup. It wasn't the worst. It was, yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. I'm not going to lie. But you played like a really bad level 1 lineup into this Makoto that was Muron, but like far shittier. It was a stock soul. It got power for each other copy of itself. So you needed to tri-field it. And it was only on reverse with the stock soul. But that just the raw power. And when did Million Life come out? 2019, 2020 time? The raw power, it was 2019. It was definitely 2019 because I had it at Worlds. I'd been playing Million Life before Worlds. So, yeah, the raw power of that effect was fucking insane. It's like, that's like the other thing I want to say. Old head talking about like Weiss Schwartz meta when people probably don't care as much. If you are deep into the game and you are trying to get better, sleeve up as many things as you have access to, because I think you can learn a lot off of sleeving even cards that seem bad. I feel like nobody played that Makoto level 2 back then. It was definitely like under the radar. It wasn't standard, but playing it was like really eye-opening. I thought it was a really fun deck too. But then it's like, yeah, Muron started coming out and they started getting these level 2 combos that did that, but like more consistently or for free. And it's like, as soon as you see that, you go, yeah, I know that that can be pretty powerful. But I think there's always a lot. They keep doing this. They keep doing this. Same card, same pack. I know there's been like multiple times that like in the past I've played like really just jank garbage, and I've learned a lot about like Weiss Schwarz as a game, or I've had like, you know, something to think about with like why something was like even close to good. Like it would look unplayable, but maybe it did something, or maybe it looked good but it sucked. Both sides. Just like don't be afraid to sleeve stuff. Play around with your set if you buy a playset, which I think you should be playing playsets. Unless it's like a franchise you don't really care about, or it's like a bunko set where, you know, Roku fan, but or like a, what is it? What is the show called? The Can't Believe My Sister's This Cute. I don't know what the shorthand for that show is. But yeah, like if you like a show like that, but you don't care about the rest of the bunko stuff, you single that out. But if it's like a playset you actually want, there's a show you like, buy a playset, play around with the commons, play around with the uncommons. Just feel out the game. I think there's a lot to learn. Yeah, we whiffed her. We whiffed her. It's so sad. Okay, hopefully Mercari. Mercari is my last bet. I'll never own the Crim cereals. I'm not rich enough for that shit. I think its cereal chase cards are interesting. I don't like the way any of them look. I think they all look like shit. I do have a... Oh, my binders are upstairs. They're in a different room. I own one pen sign that's not like taking something to someone at a con. And that is I bought a Asuna from Negama hand sign from, what is the game? Victory? No. Oh, it's like a failed card game, of course. So it's dead, and I've never played it. Precious Memories, that sounds right. No, that sounds wrong. I don't think it's Precious Memories. What was that game called? Oh, it's gonna haunt me, but it's the only time I bought a hand sign, and it was about the same price as an SP. So I didn't feel too bad about it. The actual hand sign, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a character I care that much about in Japanese. If you had like English hand signs, maybe. That's like the only time I can think of like a card that it's just not financially worth. It's like a single one is like on the cheap end, they're like $2 or $3 grand. Like, holy shit, dude. Doesn't matter what the franchise is. Like, even Reviewers is probably up there. Especially it's Crim. Like, Crim? I'm not willing to fight people over Crim. They can have him. Good character. Yeah, we'll do a little recap after these next 2 boxes. I'm taking forever. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually this slow. I'm gonna be far slower when I'm sorting this. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna take 10 hours today on this. The Crim, and I can't just leave it. I know some people, they open their stuff and then they leave it. Nah. This is gonna be cleaned up tonight. The foils will be sorted. The double rares will be sorted. The commons, we'll see where we're at. We'll see how motivated we are. I'll have another 10 boxes of this, by the way, from Ami Ami as well. I decided to buy a few more because I love... Ami Ami has been so good to me. They gave me the Pixar lamp. They gave me like 2 SSPs in my Pixar boxes that eventually I had to sell for like nothing because no one gave a fuck about Pixar. And Weiss Schwarz, who could have thunk it. But then, yeah, what is it? They gave me like the... they gave me the SSP and... They gave me 2 SSPs in Gushing, or 2 SPs in Gushing. Did they give me 3? Give me 2 or 3 in Gushing. They, like, I don't know. Ami Ami has been really good to me when I've like bought from them though. At this point, it's superstition. If I want something, I'm gonna buy from them. And if there's like a lottery crim, I bet Ami Ami's got it. I bet Ami Ami has it, and it's gonna be on the way to America at my house. I was also supposed to get some like figs with it, but the figs all got delayed. I'm hoping the figs are counted as being from Japan. If you didn't see the tariffs, depends on where your shit is made. And let me tell you something, guys. Figs are made in China. And don't look up the tariffs on China. They're pretty fucking rough for us Americans. You might be very poor. I can get away with like not flagging this as 18 plus. I don't think anything's that bad. What's the penguin do? Level 0 bomb? Mill 3. I probably read that earlier. Crim, climax, counter, thing. We're in the home stretch. Delma. It is sad that every single high-end card is the same, or everything. The SPs are the same as the OFRs, which are the same as the base rare. Man, I think that Rose would do better if they cared slightly more. Bushiroad's been doing that though, like across all their games. I think it feels like they've. I don't know if it's just because they try to shit out so much garbage. They're definitely playing the game in numbers with like the limited release cycles. It's like shitting out product, shitting out product, shitting out product. And if you're a store holding this stuff, I feel fucking terrible for you because it's like, yeah, I bought this, but then like, who is going to be buying the product? Control, look at that shit-eating grin. I love him. Yeah, they definitely like they shit out a lot of product, and the quality is all over the place on the product. How much they care. You know, I think like Dan to Dan didn't have like SPs, and they had like stamps or some shit. It's like some sets just look like ass. Some. It's near the end of the video. If anyone's here, you know, you're here for the Weiss Schwarz rant that everyone loves to hear from every person who plays Weiss Schwarz. It was something that got like on my nerves when I was buying a lot of sets, right? Because when you're in the game a lot, you start like you buy more and more and more. And sometimes you're buying shows you don't care about. But yeah, like we're like this set. This set is if I didn't love this franchise, if this was like Kaguya was like, right? Because Kaguya is a show I really like, but I wouldn't say I love Kaguya. I've never wanted to buy Kaguya merchandise. I think I would be really pissed at like how these cards look. But you tell me that in this game that has the ability to play against others, I can hold interspecies reviewers. I am like fucking down for that. I don't care what these cards do. If these were Blau level cards, I would be stomaching it. I would just say, I'm eating shit today, boys. We're fucking doing it. We're sending it. I'm glad it's at least in something as like high power as Rose. But the card art and just like the amount of effort put forth into into the foils is it's rough. It's rough. And I can see why the collector value isn't really there. Because I know that's been like something that people have been like, well, the cards, or I think it was the guy, I know a guy in Japan, and he said like, yeah, like people don't want to open Rose because the cards just aren't worth anything. It's like, well, the cards aren't worth anything because they didn't fucking care. Like, look, they didn't care. They got a good franchise, and they printed the same card. They printed the same 100 cards. And then they did nothing. Like even in like a Gushing got like a little looter. Like yeah, a card would have like sensor tape, and then they would remove the sensor tape. I thought there was a card that was like all tape on this, by the way. And this, am I crazy? Now that I'm talking about it, I thought there was a preview card that was just all sensor tape. Was that just for the preview? Had to be. There's no card that looks that bad. There's no card that looks that bad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I know that like Nikkei and like some sets that people buy aren't that bad. But even like old sets, you'd have like triple rares or like that like look the same. Like maybe like it was like slightly zoomed out. And some sets get away with it. Like I think it's like Gurren Lagann is like the Simone speech, and then on the triple rare it's like zoomed out. And then like I think the flavor text is the speech. Like that card's good. It gets a pass. But you also, this has been like multiple times. What the fuck is this? Notice sorting. I don't know. It's like weird quality. That's not even quality control. It's just like the people designing the sets. But I guess when you've got 30 sets coming out a year, it's just I guess what happens. Crim level 3. We'll talk about a game that has good looking arts though. Neopets. This game's kind of fire. I'm not going to talk too much about that though. I also think like my biggest weak point is like I like dabbling a little bit in a lot of really niche things. Like Weiss Schwartz is pretty niche. Shadowverse is pretty niche. I pick up the one game that's even nicher than both of those on the side. Okay, boys, it's been a long video. You've been here a while, if you're here. I've seen the metrics. We will probably splice up the SP hits and like a little short as well. Have that up in a few days. I'll give it some time. I'll give this video some time to cook. We'll see how it does. And then we hit the Crim, the Mushroom Girl. We're hoping. What are we hoping for? I guess we're not hoping for anything. Hand-signed Crim in the last like 10 packs? Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not that optimistic in life. I guess what's a cool OFR we could hit? The Matery Brainstorm, right? That's the one. No, that one's not even an OFR. Well, there's our OFR. We hit the Octopus Girl, the Rico. Still 9 packs left, 8 packs left. I wasn't going to keep sealed boxes of this, so like I guess I could have technically stopped like 5 ever ago. But I need to sell play sets to people. I need to see if I can get people to buy play sets to recoup the large amount of money I've spent on rosé cards. Thankfully, there's a few real Weiss Schwartz players. I've noticed at regionals, Weiss Schwartz players nowadays are not the same that they used to be. Where like in the past, I feel like everyone who played Weiss Schwartz would buy like, if you said I have like dog shit series you've never heard of and it's like cheap as fuck, they would buy it. Nowadays, I'm like, I think it was 7 Deadly Sins set 1. I was like trying to sell the play set for like $35 or something. And then people are like, nah, I don't want that set. I'm like, dude, it's $35. I can't imagine. I actually cannot imagine a time back when I like played heavily, like turning down a play set that was under 100. You tell me like you get 400 cards for like 80 bucks. And I'd say, yeah, fucking, I don't care. But now it's like, it's hard. It's hard to get even pennies off of people. Different times, different times. I mean, I guess there's like the collectors still somewhat, not really anymore, but like there was like during the collector boom, right? People would just mass opening product, and so it was like Pokemon value where shit's worthless because this guy dumped an unreasonable amount of money to open a lot of product, and this game is print to order, so it's like that just flooded the market. Three packs left. Oh, Crim cereal. Nope. Event. It is what it is. This is double R. 0, 2. Got everything sorted by level. I'm trying a new thing where I'm sorting by level instead of color. It seems pretty good. And I got like a stack for the double rares. We got a stack for the... we got the stack for the rares and up, because these are going to be like what dictates the play set. Honestly, only the double rares dictate the play set, and then this is going to be the commons and uncommons. The shit you're going to have to like really dig through. And then climax is off to one side. They're not too important. I think that they got rid of climax rares, if I'm not mistaken. I could be talking out my ass, but I thought they got rid of climax rares and they only have climax, or they got rid of like climax commons. This is C. This is C. I put an SR in here, that's fine. I don't see like rare on any of these. Oh my god, I put multiple foils in here. I'm just fucking losing it. What if my other stack has like foils in the climax slot? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'll have to dig through those and see what climaxes I missed. I guess some of the climaxes, they don't really look foil is the problem. Last pack, Crim! Nah, Matery. That's okay. Not feeling too bad about that. And I guess we'll do a quick little recap. We'll show off what we got out of all 2 cases of reviewers. And then we'll end the video there. And thank you for anyone who sat through it all. I know, like, if you got any like pointers, like what could I do better? We got 2 Crim Veils. Looking nice. The SSP for the finisher with the signature. Got to get that signature on the camera, of course. Looking beautiful. 2 of the Harpy Girl. I think she was with the bird bath. I just remember there was like a bird bath, and they're like, yeah, she like went and played in she did a dirt bath or something. 1 of the Fairy, so the healer. 2 of Mia. Got 2 of her. Bop. 1 of the elf, Alma. Alma, right? Yeah, Alma. Only 1 of her. 1 Elza. And 1 of the octopus girl. I don't know. Octo? Akpa. Yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for everyone who came out and watched the full like case opening. I know it's a long video. Might do like the other 10 boxes when I get them in the mail. But yeah, if you're still here, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm really trying to push for, I know this video doesn't really reflect it, but I'm trying to push for 1,000. Why? Because I would love to be monetized, because I've got some big projects actually in the work. I've got some like longer form content in the work, but if I'm not monetized when it goes up, it could help me hit monetization if it does well, but I would not be paid for the stuff that took off until then. And so that would like really hurt the like longevity of these projects that I'm hoping to eventually do. So I'm going to do like a little call to action here at the end of the longest video that no one's going to watch. But yeah, that's it. So this is your boy Dean signing out. Peace.